welcome to A Healthy Conversation. You know, I think we should just say thank you for allowing us to come into your home or your office each week.
Great privilege, it really is.
It is, to get to share the stuff that we really do genuinely talk about
all the time.
All the time. So you really are becoming a part of our life, and thank you for allowing us to become a part of yours, because this really is the kind of stuff that John and I talk about all the time. So with regard to what we talk about all the time, we are constantly studying, constantly reading. You're an avid researcher.
Things are constantly changing.
Things are constantly changing is what you learn when you're reading and researching. For example, you know, saccharin was the sweetener to use once upon a time, and then we found out, or we were told, that saccharin caused cancer. So aspartame came on the scene. It tasted so good, and we were told that was the sweetener to use. Some people might still be telling you that. That's incorrect.
Splenda was the other one.
And now we've learned stevia. Stevia is the way to go, because it's a natural plant-based sweetener. Another example, fat freedom, fat-free, no fat, low fat.
Well, 25 years ago, everybody was eating SnackWells.
Was the hottest thing,
and everybody's getting fat.
And then we found out that really paying attention to sugars, both simple and complex, good way to go. And now today we're really watching sugars and wheats and, you know,
all the grains.
What it comes down to is portions are what really matter. Now, this isn't about a sweetener, and it isn't about what you're eating in your diet. Today we want to talk to you about calcium. I mean, we've been told for years, right, that we should put calcium into our system so that our bones will be strong. Well, guess what we've learned? And John's really researched this. The rules have changed with regard to calcium.
Well, they've changed, not dramatically. We've always found that, you know, taking calcium was always good, and people say, well, take lots of calcium. And there was kind of a damaging article that came out about 3 or 4 years ago that said if you take too much calcium, it's bad for you. Well, I had a bunch of customers who were calling me, say, what are you doing, John? You give me all this calcium. And I says, calm down, it's not bad, because you're getting the proper ratios, okay? You have to take calcium with magnesium, with vitamin D.
So let's talk ratios. Let me ask you, what were we told once upon a time? Well, actually, we've been told for a long time that the correct ratios.
Correct ratios were, if you're taking, let's say, 1,000 milligrams of calcium every day, you should be taking half that much in magnesium. And vitamin D played a role, but not as much of a role as it's playing right now.
But now the ratios.
Now the ratios are more 1-to-1. If you're taking 1,000 milligrams of calcium, 1,000 milligrams of magnesium, and now vitamin D is playing a huge role in it as well. I was just reading this morning that vitamin D controls 3,000 different genes in your body. It's phenomenal stuff.
Well, that's why when we really load up on vitamin D, we all of a sudden miraculously start feeling better.
And you want to be taking the school of thought right now with most of the university studies is about 4,000 to 5,000 units a day of vitamin D3. Extremely important to take that much. Now, there was nothing wrong with what we told people a while back, the 2-to-1 ratio. It's just that we get much better absorption when we take a 1-to-1 ratio.
So, and the key to this is absorption, because we all know calcium and magnesium are about our bones, right? What we've just learned recently is that you could be told, I was told, that I had a blood test with high calcium, right? And we're doing our research going, I don't have high calcium. When we started doing a little bit more research and went back and asked the expert, we found out that my calcium was high with regard to
the magnesium ratios.
And the Ds.
The Ds,
so your calcium, your magnesium, your D ratios are what really, really count with regard to bone loss. Bone loss as we age. You want to have those ratios in line when you get your blood work done. And one of the ways those ratios will be in line is to take the 1-to-1 ratio.
1-to-1, I mean, that's pretty easy. If you're taking 500 milligrams of calcium, 500 milligrams of magnesium, but really, you don't really want to vary too terribly much from about 4,000 to 5,000 units of vitamin D every day.
No matter what.
Get that up. Yeah, that's all the doctors are testing for vitamin D levels now. It's just kind of, I love it, you know. They're testing for anything like that.
Part of our healthy conversation almost on a daily basis is anti-aging. We know that we want to look younger, but we want to feel younger. And
it's all about energy.
You know, I said to somebody last week, you know, really our bodies were designed to just feel great. To feel great until the day we're not here anymore. You can feel great until the day you're not here anymore. You shouldn't ache. You shouldn't have pains. You don't even have to shrink. 1-to-1 ratios with calcium and magnesium. Balance. Just like us. We're pretty balanced. I know I'm balanced, right? Yeah. See how he doesn't talk? Okay. See you next week.
Bye-bye.